Hey there pilots, this is Dauntless Sam, and today we'll be looking at the history of the Kawanishi H6K and its flight characteristics in War Thunder. The Kawanishi H6K was an Imperial Japanese Navy flying boat produced by the Kawanishi Aircraft Company and used during World War II for maritime patrol duties. The Allied reporting name for this type was the Mavis. The Navy designation was Type 97 Large Flying Boat. The aircraft was designed in response to a Navy requirement of 1934 for a long-range flying boat and incorporated knowledge gleaned by a Kawanishi team that had visited the Short Brothers factory in the UK, at that time one of the world's leading producers of flying boats, and from building the Kawanishi H6K, a license-built, enlarged version of the Short Ragoon. The Type S, as Kawanishi called it, was a large four-engined monoplane with twin tails and a hull suspended beneath the parasol wing by a network of struts. 3 prototypes were constructed, each one making gradual refinements to the machine's handling both in the water and in the air, and finally fitting more powerful engines. The first of these flew on July 14, 1936, and was originally designated Navy Type 97 flying boat, later the H6K. Eventually 217 would be built. H6Ks were deployed from 1938 onwards, seeing service first in the Sino-Japanese War, and were in widespread use by the time the Pacific War full-scale erupted in 1942. At the time of the war, 4 air groups operated a total of 66 H6K-4s. The type had some success over Southeast Asia and the Southwest Pacific. H6Ks had excellent endurance, being able to undertake 24-hour patrols, and were often used for long-range reconnaissance and bombing missions. From bases in the Dutch East Indies, they were able to undertake missions over a large portion of Australia. However, the H6K became vulnerable to a newer generation of heavier armed and faster fighters. It continued in service throughout the war, in areas where the risk of interception was low. In frontline service, it was replaced by the Kawanishi H8K. In War Thunder, there is one version of the H6K, the H6K-4. It is a Rank 1, battle rating 2.3 flying boat. It has a maximum speed of 312 km an hour, a turn time of 23.3 seconds, and a rate of climb of 4.7 meters per second. It is armed with 4 7.7 Type 92 machine gun turrets with a total of 2,328 rounds and a base reload time of 15 seconds, as well as one 20mm Type 99 Mark I cannon with 432 rounds and a base reload time of 40 seconds. The H6K-4 can be loaded with 6 different bomb loadouts. These loadouts include 12 60kg bombs, or 2 250kg bombs, or 2 500kg bombs, or 2 800kg bombs. There are also 2 different torpedo loadouts. The H6K-4 at face value is a terrible aircraft. It is slow and massive, which makes you a prime target for fighters. It can be very easy to write off this aircraft as junk before figuring out a good way to fly it. The H6K can turn surprisingly well for its size. When turning this massive aircraft, make sure to note that its roll rate is very slow, but if you have a hotkey set for full up elevator, the plane pitches up ridiculously quickly, making it surprisingly nimble. Also, even though the aircraft is an enormous target, it can soak up quite a bit of damage before going down. One example of this is that the plane has 4 engines and the aircraft flies with any combination of the 4. The plane also has a very large bomb load for a Tier 1 aircraft. Take advantage of this and you can take out strategic bombing points with ease. The H6K is one of the few Tier 1 aircraft equipped with a 20mm gun. As long as the tail gunner is conscious, always keep your enemies on your tail if you can't outrun them, which is very likely as the plane is very slow. The plane is armed well enough to act as a gunship that is able to defend strategic points such as airfields without immediately losing your aircraft. I hope that this information has proved helpful. If you liked the video, please do like the video. If you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description. If you think anyone else would like this video, don't be afraid to share it. This is Dauntless Sam. Thanks for watching.